Yo people, welcome back to another Cobra Kai video. Now that trailer was really well done in my opinion. I do think they've done a good job of showing the struggles that exist, all the different threats, the pressure, the storylines that all will join and combine in the tournament, and they've done it straight away, and it made the show instantly seem very dark, a lot more serious than what we're used to, while setting the tone for part 2 perfectly without having to waste time doing it in the show. Now the trailer starts out with Hawk, Dimitri, Devon, they get sent to the floor, even Tori gets dropped by the new character Zara Malik, who then blows a kiss, I assume to Robbie, to instigate some little Tori and Robbie situation, whatever's going on. We then see a bunch of shots of Cobra Kai training, and they focus on Tori in particular. We already know she's going to be the main kind of person in terms of all these storylines flowing through her. And on top of that, with the Robbie stuff, it seems that she's hanging out with Quan. Quan puts his arm around her. I personally think that Quan has been told to do this. I don't think Tori actually likes Quan. I think that would be a bit too weird. I think that's more of a Cobra Kai trying to get to Robbie. And ultimately it's all mind games. And we see that it affects him. We see that clip of Tori kicking Robbie onto the floor. So yeah, I think it's all mind games. I don't think Tori and Quan are actually a thing. That match type, by the way, where Tori kicks Robbie, it seems like it's a one-on-one, but members from each dojo are surrounding the floor. So maybe it's a thing where they get tagged in, or it's a last man standing, so when someone gets eliminated they just have to go away somewhere else. There's a lot of different match types and a lot of different things that are going to happen, a lot of challenges. And another thing to spot from this particular screenshot is Kenny is right there, and Devon seems to be like the one missing. I assume Hawk is down below here where we can't see the missing character, but I do think Kenny will come in for Devon. It was something I predicted, so it seems like so far we're cooking. Another reason why this is Kenny is because in a later duel we see him kind of use Dimitri and they do this spin move thing. I don't know what you want to call that, but it's definitely him. He's definitely here. Another match type that we saw was a 3v3 with Hawk, Miguel, Robbie versus Quan and 2 other Cobra Kais. I think Miguel eliminated one of the Cobra Kais, and that's why we are missing one of their members. Later on in the trailer we see the same 3 from Miyagi-Do versus another dojo, and it looks like it's at a more advanced stage, maybe a semi-final, just because the stage looks different. There's a lot more people watching this fight, so these 3 will definitely cook. There was also what seems to be like a weapons match, and later on in the trailer we see a match where the mats, the stage, whatever you want to call it, is elevated, and I assume that the only way to win is to make your opponents fall off. And we can see Zara and Axel from the Iron Dragons winning their match. They send their opponents flying down. By the way, this is the same Axel that we see hit Robbie in the face and make him bleed. The scoreboard also confirms this Axel. This is the same Axel that has been promoted as one of the main antagonists, kind of like Quan, but for part 2. So it'll be interesting having this third party element. I do think Terry Silver is in charge of the Iron Dragons. He's going to be lurking in the shadows. I do think he's the owner of the Iron Dragons now, or he's done something to mastermind this whole operation. The next shot is Miyagi-Do at 11th place. So as you can see, they started the tournament very badly, and we get Miguel talking to Robbie with a bit of anger, a bit of jealousy, saying like, yo, you're the captain, you're fumbling this opportunity. We know Dark Side Miguel is coming. Season 2, that one, he's gonna be here. He will be there, because we get another moment where Miguel seems to lash out at the team. They're all in the locker room. He just gets up and he walks past Johnny, with Robbie kind of looking at him like, yo, what the fuck is this guy doing? I think Miguel is annoyed at the team. I don't know if he thinks he's doing well and everyone's dragging him down. There's gonna be that bit of jealousy, like I said. He thinks he deserves to be captain even though he lost the match against Robbie. But yeah, ultimately a bit of Dark Side Miguel is something we've all been waiting for. It means he's one step closer to fully locking in and just unleashing the full potential that we know he's had, and the full potential that we've not actually seen ever since he broke his spine. Also, there's another Miguel scene where he's crying and Johnny seems to be helping him. If I had a guess as to what he's crying at, I've always said since we saw the dad does the whole MMA cage shit in Mexico, he's into fighting, he's into this kind of thing. He probably saw, yo, Miguel Diaz, he left all his stuff at mine. Oh, this is my kid. Let me fly over there and watch him. Now, I don't know if Hector's going to be on his best behavior. Is he going to be after Carmen? I don't know, but I think Miguel's going to be stressed. He's going to be doing the whole dark side thing. This is the point where he just completely crumbles, and that's why he's crying. We then get more training montages. We see Daniel pin Kreese up against a wall, so I reckon it's something Mr. Miyagi related that triggers Daniel, because that seems to be one of the few things. If it's not about his family and his kids, it's Mr. Miyagi. So I do think Kreese has said something. I do believe maybe Master Kim told Kreese about Miyagi. I don't know, they're going to be in Daniel's head. I do think this Miyagi thing will get resolved in this part. The next part I wanted to point out was that Sam, of all people, is in what seems to be like a street fight that's about to happen. She just hit one of the Cobra Kais, Kwon is helping that guy, and then Sam hits another Cobra Kai. I assume Miguel and Co aren't that far away, but Sam in a street fight? Crazy. She might get some respect for once. Last but not least, we see Amanda, we see Anthony LaRusso, and the guests, all the other people that couldn't make it to the tournament. They're at the LaRusso household. Something shocking has happened, and for me, I think it's either a huge injury has happened on the levels of Miguel in season 2 where he breaks his back, or something has gone even worse and someone's died. They keep showing the knife in the promo, whether it's in the pictures or now to end the trailer, so maybe someone gets stabbed leading to a big injury or death. I don't know, but they keep hinting as if this knife is gonna do something crazy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to part 2. The trailer has hyped me up a bit, to be honest. I know we're 2-3 weeks away, but I don't know what to even expect from part 3 because surely the tournament would only be part 2. But yeah, something crazy is gonna happen at the end and it's gonna be some sort of cliffhanger. Axel and Zara, they look like they're gonna be threats on top of Kwon's Cobra Kai. No one is making it out of this without suffering in some way, shape or form. And one question I have for you is, how is Kwon, Axel, Robbie and Miguel, those 4, how are we going to get a final 2? Do you think Kwon will face Axel at some point and it's just going to be a brutal fight between the antagonists? Or is Axel going to face maybe Robbie, Miguel in the semi-final? I don't know. Both antagonists aren't making it to the final. We already know this. So yeah, let me know if you think Axel isn't making it to the final. Is Kwon not making it to the final? Robbie, Miguel? Let me know your thoughts down below. Any predictions you have, any other comments you have. Also, I'm going to drop the link to my part 2 predictions in the description down below. I think some stuff I've said is starting to align with the trailer. Some stuff could happen. Still not 100% clarity in that. My predictions aren't too bad. Go check it out. Also, I'd massively appreciate if you could drop a like on this video, sub to the channel as we are very close to 700 subscribers. I will have more Cobra Kai videos coming out for the next 2 weeks as we get close to the show. So stay tuned for that and thank you for your time. Have a great rest of your day.